What's good, my people? It's your boy Chris, and I'm back. Today, I kind of want to talk more about shapes and how I've been rewiring my brain to think about drawing anatomy with shapes in mind. I think when we are talking about drawing specifically with anatomy, a lot of us like to jump the gun. I know I do. And I like to draw the muscles as I see them, or at least as I think I see them, without taking into consideration the volumes underneath of the anatomy. I think this has really been helping me, at least now where I'm thinking about this stuff. I take into consideration how certain shapes perform in perspective underneath the anatomy, as opposed to kind of just winging it, you know? So for instance, right, like let's take the arm, for example. The arm, when you strip it all the way down to its most simple of simple shapes, it is just two cylinders connected by a sphere. Obviously, it's more organic than that, but for the sake of the argument, two cylinders and a sphere. Understanding that, like, the way you would draw that would look different depending on where the camera is, where the character is in the foreground, background, how the lighting is hitting the arm too affects the volume, or at least how you would shade that volume. Understanding that has really been driving my anatomy progress forward. I think an exercise that I like to do to really focus on just getting these shapes down is to break the anatomy into the most basic of basic pieces, and then practice drawing those pieces in different angles, different perspectives, when it's stretched, when it's constricted, when it's rotating. Exercises like that really, at least for me, help me simplify how the anatomy will perform, right? Thinking about it from a shape context. Now, when we start to add on, and you see this in my work, when I start to draw arms now, it's a lot more organic, and it feels a lot more, in my opinion, a lot more fluid, a lot more gesture-like, you know, because now I understand how the shape performs with perspective in mind. And then now, and I understand, you know, like a cylinder, how it looks when it's foreshortened, when it's, you know, stretched, when it's above the camera, below the camera. I understand that now. So it's way easier to then take the more organic shape of the arm, which is, you know, a little bit more complex than a cylinder, but honestly, it's not as complex as you would think. And then just have that perform the same way as that cylinder would in space, right? Now, I hope I'm not talking too abstract here. I don't think I am. I think, you know, the concept of, you know, taking the basic shapes of the anatomy, you know, breaking them down to this most simple form, and then practicing that is definitely something that has been said before. But then I just never really understood that, okay, now I can take that knowledge and apply it back into the anatomy, right? And once you realize that the whole body essentially is just an amalgamation of shapes, you know, organic shapes, sure, but it can be broken down to geometrical ones if you're more comfortable with that. But then also, you know, understanding how those shapes perform in perspective in different lighting situations, that in my opinion is the key to rapidly increasing it's been helping me rapidly increase how I improve my art and what I've been doing. That exercise that I was telling you guys about, that's one of the main driving factors for helping me understand a lot more about anatomy, you know, breaking down a lot of this stuff into simpler shapes. And, you know, again, it's one of those things where it's not like it's like gonna happen overnight, you know, but I think there is a moment in time where it clicks and it's like, oh wow, that's how you do that, right? And then you just overlay the more secondary shapes on top of the primary shape of, like, say, like you have the muscles on your leg, you know, like the leg is cylinders, it's cylindrical, you know, sure, but there are definitely some secondary shapes and volumes that are overlaid on top of that cylinder to create more depth in the anatomy. You just add those back in, which again, that's more you kind of want to do that after you understand shapes and perspective at large first, to then, you know, get a more better form is just so primitive. Anyways, that's essentially it. I don't want to make this too long a video. It's just something that I've been thinking, I've been seeing. I'm like, yo, that is definitely what I've been doing, and I can articulate it now. Shape control. That's what we're going to call this video, shape control, or at least that's the title of the thumbnail. It's about shape control. Anyways, thank you guys for watching. Really quick, for the folks who are interested, and also PSA, real quick, PSA, man. Next week, I'm going to be dropping my last devlog for my project Bing Bong's Prison Palace. I have 4 devlogs on the channel right now. You can go watch all of those. It's in a playlist. I just want to say that PSA announcement for anyone who's expecting like informational video next week. Won't be next week. It'll be the week after. We'll be back with the regularly scheduled program with informational videos on art. But yeah, just want to let everyone know that. Again, I appreciate everyone for watching, sticking through it with me for 4 months now. It seems like with this anatomy stuff. We're already 4 months into 2024. It's crazy. But again, I appreciate everyone here. Thank you for watching. Leave a like, comment, and subscribe if you enjoy this type of stuff. I appreciate engaging with you guys. And the studies will be posted tomorrow, Sunday. So with that, I'm gonna go ahead and get up out. Keep your head up. Keep drawing. Keep the creativity going, and we'll be back next week with some new stuff for you guys. But thanks again for watching. I'm gonna hop off now. Peace.